Hey y'all, friends, family, and neighbors. Welcome back to Buck Call. And this is, no joke, take 14 of episode 8. Take 14. And a lot of you guys are like, we need to upload it in 2 weeks. I've tried pretty much every day since, a week after, the Tuesday after episode 7 came out. Got the other computer, but I want this one. Because it's got my Reddit info. Or login. And I don't want to fuck with all that right now. How are y'all doing? Yeah, so this is take 14. 14 attempts. The guest that's supposed to come on has still not been on yet. I'm sorry about that, guys. He's trying. We just keep fucking up all the recordings. I talked about a lot. Most of the shit on here. It's not even important in the conversations. What the fuck? The CMOS checksum is invalid. Never heard of it. I've talked about it before, and I don't think I'll be able to have the charismatic conversations I had before now. Because it feels artificial now, because I've had to redo it so many times. Yes, we're gonna do the Halloween series. I would put a mask on right now, and wear my Halloween costume. But I'm not right now, and that's okay. So, yeah, that's gonna happen here soon. Where I'm just gonna read scary stories off of, subreddit. Like, better than what I used to back in the day. I used to get on Reddit, just scroll through the subreddit, react to memes. That's fucking stupid. Sorry I sound so wore out, guys. I just realized I sound like my ass is kicked into the wall. But we're gonna start off with Power Rangers. Again, these are just broad talking points I kind of threw on throughout the week, the last few times. Throughout the whole, I guess, month of October so far. But yeah, Power Rangers, what I want to talk about. Megaforce was the best. And I remember, I guess they just changed from Megaforce to Dino Charge. I could be wrong. Let me see what series was before Dino Charge. Okay. Yeah, so it was Megaforce. Yeah, it was Megaforce. And I remember being so fucking disappointed with the new series. That and Mighty Morphin were the best ones. And I remember being so fucking mad when Megaforce went off for Dino Charge. Because all the toys and shit at, like, Walmart and, Walmart. Toys R Us fucking changed from, Megaforce, and you couldn't get none of the Megaforce swords anymore. Fucking pissed me off. I also had this one Megaforce game I played on my, tablet I had forever. I played at my grandmother's. Play Hungry Shark on there, too. I got I used to get so far on Hungry Shark and then fucking fail. That game, I did so good for a while, it used to make me so fucking nerve-wracking to sit there on it, and you just swipe the sword and cut down all the green fucking alien dudes. Dude, I played so many random fucking tablet games back in the day. Cut the Rope, beat. These were all popular in the 2010s. I don't know if they are now, or even if they were popular. Beat the Boss, Hungry Shark, fuck. Cut the Rope, Angry Birds. I was a big Angry Birds motherfucker. I played a shit ton of Angry Birds. Shit. Fuck, I'm drawing a blank. I used to go on Nickelodeon and play the games on there on the computer. Played PBS Kids, dude. Specifically Wildcrats, the kangaroo fighting one. And the fucking Caracal Leap. I fucking loved Caracal Leap, dude. Used to play that for hours. And watch creature clips. I had the fucking creature power vests and everything. Speak of the devil and he will come. I have Martin and Chris. Speak of the devil and he will come. I had Martin and Chris and a shit ton of discs. I had the little like adventure kit where it had a creature pod and then it come with a can to put your creature power discs in. That was fucking sick. I love those toys. Well, fuck you then, you fucking whore. Get your stupid fucking ass up on that shelf, you bitch. Fucking Pokemon 10. I have a shit ton of 10s. If y'all are interested in 10 review one day, let me know. What other shit did I play? Like random. There'd be those like off-brand. Holy shit. They had those off-brand gaming console. Well, not really off-brand because they're not trying to be anything else. They're like gaming consoles, but they weren't like an Xbox or Nintendo Switch. They'd be like $15 to $30, and you'd say, "Oh fuck!" I had the big hunter rifle. Fucking loved. Played that for hours. Pappy's Jug. Fucking rock that shit. And then there was this yellow racing game. You gotta put 2010s on the end of the search. No, none of this is it. But it was a racing game, and it got my love of racing. Oh, that looks like it. But it's on Temu, and it's not it. I had like a pedestal here, like a gear shift. Had a pedestal, like a pedestal and a steering wheel and a gear shift, and you set it on the floor and plug it into the TV, and you could drive it. But my dumbass somehow accidentally cut the cords with scissors and fucked it up. I'm a dumbass. Also had this one little 2010s handheld game console for kids with cartridges. It had a Mickey Mouse game on it, and I'd play it all the fucking time because it taught you how to count coins and shit. I didn't show y'all the other thing, but I'm gonna show y'all. Fuck. Man. Oh, dude. I gotta share this with myself real quick. Hold on, guys. Motherfucker. But yeah, it looked just like it. And you talk to Pete, not Pete the cat, but like Big Bad Pete from Mickey Mouse. You talk to him, and you buy something from him, and you count out the coins and buy it. Sorry, hold on. I'm signing up for a blood drive. Oh yeah, I filled the blood donation. My Monday the 10th. Oh, Thursday the 10th. Yeah. Okay, it's for the 16th. When is the 16th? Hold on. It's Thursday, right? Yeah, it's Thursday. Okay, yeah, so I'm donating blood Thursday. Had to confirm my appointment there for a moment, but, yeah. Here, let me send that to myself so I don't forget and I can tag it on. It's not it, but it looks just damn like it. Oh, shit. Oh, it's like it too, a little bit. Maybe if I had a Disney licensing agreement to have a Mickey Mouse game on it. I will buy one of these fucking things, play it on here. But that's all for like gaming. Let's see here. Spam call. So Bruce Stu, I was watching Bruce Stu the other day, and he talks a lot about stupid fucking shit he did as a kid. And one of those things I relate to, and it's spam calling. I didn't get my first phone until I was 11, so I used the landline from like 9 to 10 when I first started calling people, hanging out with people, going to people's houses. And there was this one kid B I call all the time. We talked about fucking anything. He had some sort of fucking... He'd fuck with me for hours about shit he saw in the woods. But when he wouldn't answer, I'd call him again. And so my genius ass would, guess what? Call him again. I'd spam call him till he answered or I got tired. And I don't mean like 10 calls, I mean 3 or 4. But that Bruce Stu story really made me remember that. And and I'll call him A. I used to go outside his house after school, ride my bike up there. And instead of, like a normal fucking person walking up to his door, knocking on it, I was too shy to do that. I decided the best course of action that I could take would be to sit outside of his house and scream for 3 minutes straight until nothing happened or he came out. Not like, ah, but, oh, hey, hey. Yeah, I was a fucking weird kid. I'll let y'all know if I think of any other weird shit. A stupid Callie, baby, can you please sit still, sweetheart? Kitty. I was talking about this Spider-Man watch I had. I had a Spider-Man watch when I was no less than 6 years old. And I accidentally shined it in a kid's eye. And that teacher, who I will call Miss T, took it and told me she'd give it back at the end of the year. I am now 17. It has been 11 years, and I have not seen that watch since. So, Miss T, if you're seeing this, you stole something from me over a decade ago, and I want it now. It was a pimp ass. Oh man. Let's see here. Circa, let's just do 2010 through 2014. I can find it right now and buy another, and I'll go. That fucking looked like it. I never have it set either. I just learned how to set my Casio watch you guys see me with all the time. Alright, I can't find it. All the time, like a month or two ago. And I got it 3 months ago already. Let's talk about Animaniacs. So I didn't know it. They had, I believe, 3 seasons of the 2020 show. And now I had watched it before, especially like 2020, right before the new one came out. And I rewatched it and I thought it was great. Yeah, I was really getting into it there, but my whole train of thought was just lost completely. So we're gonna move on. Oh, Animaniacs, yeah. I was like, this is really fucking great. And then I thought it got canceled by Hulu after the first season. And then, in one of the outtakes of this, I learned there was 2 more seasons. So I went from, holy shit, this is watching it 5 years ago, oh, this is great, to then going, to then never picking it back up or caring to see about the second and third season, which it's, to be fair, I'm kind of past the demographic for this. But I mean, I was like, this is good for a reboot, and I would like to revisit this. But the second season, didn't hear about it. Third season, didn't hear about it. And now that I'm thinking about it, I watched the first season, and there was 2 others that I just never got news for. Maybe it wasn't as fucking great as I thought it was, and that's why it got canceled. Kitty! Not right now. No, get off that, you fucking bitch. Harry Potter. Let's talk about it. I started reading Harry Potter. I was 10, 8. When I was 8. Finished it when I was 11. And I know people that finished the whole series in like 6 months, a year, like a year and a half. But I only... Can you fucking sit still? Gosh. She's like a fucking kid with ADHD, dude. She's like, I'm comfy over there, I'm gonna go over there. And she doesn't want attention. If she wanted attention, she'd get up in my lap. She just wants to fucking be rambunctious. Which is great, but not when you're a fucking pinball in my room. Shit. Fuck. Shit. Fuck. So this is why I have the talking points list, because my memory has been so fucking horrendous lately. Harry Potter. Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about Harry Potter. Shit. The best one... Well, it took me so long because I only read at school. One of my 4th grade teachers, her name was Miss B, she said I'm not allowed to read in her class anymore because I'd rush through my assignments just to read. Which, joke's on you, I rush through my assignments to get on my phone. Oh, shit. Motherfucker. The best book is Half-Blood Prince. The worst book is... not really any of them are terrible. But as far as, like, the series goes, Goblet of Fire kind of sucks. I feel like it's got characters acting more irregularly than any other of the installments in the series. The best movie is Goblet of Fire. And the worst is The Deathly Hallows Part 1. I'm pretty happy with that. I was just non-stop for 8 years, dude. I think the first one came out in 2001. Somebody tried to tell me that Harry Potter was a 90s movie. I was like, no. No, it definitely fucking isn't. Sorcerer's Stone sounds better than Philosopher's Stone, I guess. Isn't that what they called it in the book, the Philosopher's Stone? I don't remember. It's been years. Yeah, 2001. Let's say it's got a very almost 90s movie looking poster, but and what year did Part 2 come out? 2011? Oh, so that was like more time than I thought it was. Filming those movies. 10 years of your life dedicated to that. And he was 12. Age 12 to 22. Wow. That's incredible. Daniel Radcliffe was 12 to 22 throughout the adventure of that. What a commitment to your life, man. Being the star of an 8-film franchise at 12 years old is fucking insane. That had to make him like one of the biggest actors on the planet back then. I don't really remember because in 2011 I was eating fucking rocks, you fucking twat. I don't remember if Daniel Radcliffe was ever like super big. Let's talk about deer season 2025. Now this time last year, at least where I'm at in Kentucky, the deer were not fucking biting. Yeah, you couldn't get one on the line. This year there's fucking bucks galore, man. There's probably been 25 deer come into my specific business already, which we're a taxidermy shop. Fourth generation. Well, I'm technically not a taxidermist, but it's a 3rd generation. 3 generations have worked there. Oh, well, I mean, worked there 4th. I worked there. So it's 4 generations have come from there, if you will. And it's just booming, dude. some of monsters I've seen come from Ohio and Indiana, which you gotta get the spinal cord out if you want to bring them down to Kentucky for that. I don't know if that's like a federal law or a state law, but the spinal cord and the brain need to be removed to bring it in here for reasons. It's crazy. There was a ban on deer hunting in Kentucky from 1916 to 1946. That's insane. That's a long time. That's 30 years without a single. If you're a law-abiding citizen. I guess people were too busy fucking making moonshine back then to worry about deer hunting. Oh, man. That's crazy. I knew they had brought, like, deer in the 60s and 70s, but I didn't know there was, like, a full-on ban. I thought it was just mostly extinct to the area. They were mostly extinct to the area because of over-hunting. But yeah, deer season 2025, it's absolutely bomb-diggity booming. Let's get to talk about the monkey bars. Time my crush, I'm gonna call her R, and her friend, I'm gonna call her J. I don't know what it was. We were talking. And I wanted to impress her, and she said I couldn't get across the monkey bars. And I hopped up there. I got stuck on the first one. I used to be terrified of heights and climbing when I was a little kid. And I wish I would have had more initiative and want to climb trees and shit. But I didn't. I wasn't a big climber. I loved swimming, though. Scared to death of everything, getting up in the smallest tree. Didn't matter, heights weren't my thing. Oh well, it's come and gone now. But, I got on the first one, I'm gonna be honest. I had no shame, I'm stuck there for a while. I said, do you guys think you can catch me? No. I was a tiny kid up until I was about 15. I started eating every fucking thing in sight and getting a little bit of thickness around the edges. But other than that, back then I was a tiny little fucker, short and bony. And they were like, no. And I was like, oh, come on, please look at me. No. Go do it. And I'm up there for a while and I can't hold on much longer. Go get a teacher. And they went and got a teacher for me. And I got down. I was going to show you all my Bible collection. But I'll show you the ones I got on hand with me in here. Starting off with the oldest Bible in my collection. This is a New King James Version of the Bible from from 1992. It was given to me on December 27th, 2016 by my grandmother, who has been gone since I lost in 2019. July. It's 2 years later. Excuse me, on December 27th, 2016, and it was given to me by my grandmother, who I will call R, who is unfortunately gone now. I got a little distracted by that and spaced out, but this is it. It's got the maps, which, keep in mind, it's a 10-year-old Bible and 8-year-old First Tad. I've kept it throughout the years, but she's a little rough around the edges in some places. I believe one of the maps is, it's the maps that's damaged, and the whole thing's kind of bowed it a little bit because it's been under my bed for the last few months. Why has it been under my bed? Not under my bed, but under my mattress. I don't know why. This is my first Bible ever, and I couldn't tell you when I got it, but I got it in I'll call it B Baptist Church, and at let me see this. Awana program. The Awana program, or Awana clubs. I was in that when I was younger. I did it from like 7 to 11. And I stayed in the middle group in between the little kids and the older kids. Because I didn't want to go up. Because I was scared that the more advanced classes were going to be too much for me, if you will. I did vacation Bible school and all that there too. But on the opening for Awana, because I believe there was like a little bit of time in between, like school years for it, if you will. Don't quote me on that back in the day. Like, the program would have a start and an end at certain times. And at one of the starts, when I first started going, I got this Bible, which I've ruined, but not really, because that grandmother I was telling you about got R. She wanted me to read the Bible, and I believe shortly after she passed, or right before she did, I decided I was going to read the Bible. I highlighted everything up to the first verse of Genesis chapter 18. And there's other stuff I have marked in there from Awana as well. But yeah, tried to mark down the whole Bible as I read it, which kind of sucks, because it's a nice Bible. But I can't really highlight or put notes in it because I ruined it. And here's this Bible. Or, I didn't tell you guys what version this is. This is a English Standard Version Bible. ESV I use quite often. Or, not very often. I usually am a New International Version or New King James. We have this Student Study Bible, which is also English Standard Version, which is the one I use. This is the Bible I've been using. Got a little blood mark on there. Don't worry about that. This is the Bible I've been using since October for the entire Bible Daily series on Southern Style since October 19th, which, if you guys can't tell, hasn't been daily. In fact, there hasn't been a video for 8 days. I know. I'm sorry, but the 1-year anniversary of that's coming up, and it'll be the longest ongoing project I have ever done on here. It's interesting. We're still in Genesis 4 too. That's crazy. We're only in Genesis chapter 4 and we've been doing it for a whole year. I'm excited for that. Actually, I'm excited for the 1 year. Back to the old talking points list. Talked about. Oh, there's one more Bible. There's 3 more, but I'll tell you what I've done to them, and I'll give you a message about cats in a moment. Okay, so this is the final Bible I got before first Bible I got from the church I go to now. Which I also got this one from there. From H. Lutheran, I will call it. It's actually a Family Records Bible. You know, it was presented to the certifies Holy Matrimony. And there's one thing I'm confused by, and it's that in the death dates, I wrote September 12th, 2024. But I can't find anyone that died September 12th, 2024. I'm at a complete loss of why I put that there. And it's only been a year. But yeah, recently I had to glue the cover this one again, and it could use some more. I got baptized October 5th, which is my 2nd birthday, and I got this ring from my grandmother, who I will call C. And it's got the Lord's Prayer on it, and she also gave me this book. It's supposed to be a 5. There's the address page. She gave me that. And then my friend's mother, who I will call BR, since there's already, BR is a good, since there's already, a B in this video already. This, seek first His kingdom and His righteousness and all these things. You look on the inside. It's very neatly decorated. I love a good leather-covered book. Especially something that goes so well with scripture. And she also gave me this bookmark, which I need to put in my book, Old Cowboys Never Die. It's a William Johnstone book that I've left in my truck, but it's this, and it's got the year and a little cross on it. Figured I'd show you all that. So we're on the topic, and now I'll tell you about cats. I've had 2 Bibles that I've been pissed on. First of all, wait, I ruined it. No matter how old a cat, no matter how well behaved, trained. No matter if they use the litter box 100 times, 200 times, 300 times, 400 times. No matter how old they are, no matter how sweet, no matter how nice, they have no fucking respect, and a cat will piss and shit anywhere and everywhere, anytime. And it's despicable, and it needs to be addressed how these animals have no respect. And they pissed on 2 Bibles. And I learned a good trick for the odor and just general cleanliness after that. You put them in baking soda, and then you put them in airtight, mix it in there, rub the baking soda in, give them a good firm rub down in the baking soda. And then after that, you're going to put it in the freezer for a week. And I did that Wednesday. So, in 2 days is when they will creep from the tube. And I guess I'll show them to you guys in 2 weeks. Because next Tuesday, we're going to go back to the Tuesday schedule, don't worry. And later today or tomorrow, I'm going to start the Halloween stories. Okay. Wow, we're barely halfway through. John Tyler. You know which one I'm talking about. That bitch-ass, punk-ass president of these United States. He's the only president to have a Confederate flag at his grave, too. I don't know if it's still there. In recent times, they might have removed it. Yeah, but no, he betrayed the Union and joined the Confederacy. What a fucking dude. What's his grave say? John Tyler, President of the United States. 1841 through 1848. And then a bunch of small shit I can't see. Born in Charles City, County, Virginia, March 20th, 1790. Died in the city of Richmond, January 18th, 1862. Yeah, he was going to serve in the Confederate Senate, I believe. What was John Tyler's Confederate government position? He was a member of Congress. I don't know how that structure of the Confederate government actually worked, so I don't know if he was like a senator. Government was a member of the Provisional Congress of the Confederate States and was elected to the Confederate House of Representatives. Okay, House of Representatives. Though he did die before his term began. Yeah, what a fucking guy. He voted for secession in Virginia, too. He pisses me off. Now, I have a Confederate flag. I have numerous. I have one right outside my door. I have one on a pair of boots right there. I can pull one out of that drawer. Right there with a hat on it. 2 hats. Glorifying the Confederate government in any means is unacceptable. I wave the Confederate flag because one of my ancestors was a Confederate colonel. I know a vet. I support the troops, not the people, not the support the people, not the cause. And I don't mean Nazis either. Like, you can say the Hugo Boss uniforms looked fucking nice, but you gotta admit that they were evil fucking people. Hitler was a fucking terrible guy. Jefferson Davis was a fucking terrible fucking racist bastard. Slave fucking monger and racist piece of shits. And that's the Confederacy. They fought for slavery, dude. Quit glorifying the government. If you're gonna wave the flag, quit the heritage not hate bullshit. That's fucking nonsense. That's lost cause stuff. If you can't name the ancestor that fought in the Civil War, put the fucking flag down, dude. You don't need it. Talk about doctors. Let's talk about old people. I don't know if it's just a southern thing or a redneck thing or whatever. But old people fucking refuse to go to the doctors. Old boys, they won't do it. I heard somebody died at a doctor's office once. Well, what happened to him? Did the doctor hurt him? No. His leg fell off and he bled out right there in the office. Dumb son of a bitch, it wouldn't have happened if he wouldn't have gone to a doctor's office. That kind of shit. People saying some dumb shit. Well, you don't know what doctors do to you. This list has been cooking here since September 25th, guys. Holy shit, I'm sorry. But yeah, people who, fucking bitch and moan and bitch about going to the doctor. Take care of your fucking self. I've said it on here before. But, like, if you're 25 and you have to, like, sit out from activities because of your physical health, I'm not talking about, like, I have asthma, which you can out-train your asthma. But people who, are, like, 25, 35, even 40, 45, 50, whatever. If you're between the ages of 25 and 50 and you have to sit out on activities because you're fucking, you're so broken down, especially the younger ones, 25 to like 35. If you're that fucking broken from anything at that age, you're going to be crippled when you're older. You're going to be crippled. It's not going to be some this old leg it's acting up again. You're going to be fucking crippled. Get it looked at by the doctor. If your doctor's like, well, there ain't really nothing we can do, get a second opinion. And if that second opinion's the same, sure. Maybe then you have a genuine, you know what I mean, that's nothing you can do about it. For the most part, if you have some sort of bodily ailment or whatever, you can fix that. It's very fixable. Fix it before it's too fucking late to fix it. I've talked on here before. Eric Church is one of my favorite new country artists. He's probably my favorite country artist of the last 25 years. I've been bitching and moaning for him to make a new album, but he did. And it's, Evangeline versus the Machine, which came out on May 2nd. May 2nd. And I didn't hear about it before September 25th. It's your guys' fucking fault. And then I guess I want to read to you all Exodus chapter 30, verse 36. For some reason, I didn't have it recorded. And I definitely have it from the New International Version, but which I'm about to be on Deuteronomy and reading the Bible, so that tells you how long ago that was put there. 30, 36. And you shall beat some of it very fine, and some of it before the testimony in the tabernacle of meeting, where I will meet with you. It shall be most holy to you. What? Exodus 30, 36. Let's read it in NIV. Let me look that up real quick. Grind some of it into a powder and place it in front of the Ark of the Covenant law in the tent of meeting where I will meet with you. Okay, I don't get that. You do you, bud. I'm not crazy. You're crazy. Oh, the Mormon president died. Russell M. Nelson. American surgeon and former president of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. He was a surgeon. That reminds me of that fucking Ron White bit, when he got the veneers. He went to an all-night dental school. Fuck, dude. Turn that thing from Mormon to Catholic. Oh, man. Surgeon. You don't need no man in any anesthetic. God will fucking hate you. Now take this fucking scalpel in your stomach and get that tumor out for me. There's a new one, and I think his name's Dylan Oaks. Who is overseeing a Mormon church? Yeah, no, President Russell M. Nelson is fucking dead. I think they said Dylan H. Oaks was going to be, Dallin H. Oaks was going to be the next, guy who would be president. He is awfully old to have a fucking 50-year-old daughter. Only 50-year-old daughter. Former Utah Supreme Court Justice. That's just awesome. May he among you who is sinless. John 8:7, real quick. Let me Matthew, Mark, Luke, John. He was with that. So when they continued asking him, he raised himself up and said to them, He who is without sin among you, let them throw a stone at her first. So they're talking about stoning an unfaithful woman right there. The Pharisees are. And that reminds me of truly what's going on in the world now. Now when I say homosexuality is wrong, the Bible says so, that it's wrong. Before you ever decide to be homophobic or transphobic or before you ever decide to be homophobic or transphobic, look at your fucking self, dude. Look at the sins in your heart before you cast judgment on them. Because at the end of the day, gay or slash bisexual, slash lesbian, whatever they're doing, they're not hating. They're loving. Whether the loving's wrong or not, it's still love. And they're showing kindness and compassion to another person to some degree, which you are fucking not by being homophobic or transphobic. And they are better people than you, despite them also being sinners. You're the worst sinner. Hate is the most nasty disease that you can possibly spread. Whether you're fucking racist, whether you're fucking racist, you're sexist, you're fucking nationalityist, I guess. I mean, Americans, is there a word for racism? What is someone who discriminates against people from other nations called? So this is where we learn here. We expand our vocabulary here. Someone who discriminates against people from other nations is called a xenophobe. Xenophobia is the fear or dislike of foreigners or anything strange. Yeah, xenophobia. Fuck that shit. I thought that was something else. Never mind. I thought it was like, excuse me. But yeah, xenophobic, fucking homophobic. I said homophobic way too much in this episode. But my point is, quit hating. Quit hate. It's not that hard, guys. I promise you. You see a gay guy on the road, he's not hurting you. He's not gonna fucking rape you, you fucking monster. You see a black guy walking down the street, keep your fucking wallet in your pocket, you dumb fuck. Don't switch pockets. Or, I know some odd people like that. But, like, fucking act right. They're just normal people. They're not gonna hurt you. They're not hurting you. In fact, you're hurting them. You're causing them a great deal of pain. And those people are the people that need your love, help, and acceptance the most in their life. And all you are is fucking shoving them away with a 10-foot pole. You're not a fucking Christian I'm gonna say it. If you claim to be a Christian, but you are racist, homophobic, xenophobic, sexist, transphobic, I'm gonna just keep that under homophobia, even though they're two different things. If you have any of those 4 sentiments in 2025, or any, and you think you are Christian, you are not. Your religion is Christianity, your faith is not in Christianity. On that note, y'all, have a good day, friends, family, and neighbors.